from 10 to 11 p.m. I'm your host, DJ Pablo Squad, Pablo's Entertainment right here. Tonight I'm having an amazing guest for you. Gambia's finest based in UK right now in the country. Mr. Gambino, Mr. Chukur Chaka, Mr. Mate, Mr. Yedal, no telling go He's in the building, no doubt. We miss you guys, it's been 2 weeks, we've not been on the TV, because that was a live coverage last week, before last, but we're back again with a full package for you. I'm gonna start with the video of J.O.J. J.O.J. is a Gambian artist based in the USA, so I'm gonna play this video for the very first time, and right after the video, I'll be back with my guest. So let's go with the video, stay tuned.
It turned me up a little, but okay. Yakanari focus to be by Mangle, Mangini, Daji to be by Mangi, Rapper for neck to Jay, get up by African path with leg in my Jimmy Sublet, Eda Fanech, Benech, the Kukubugan, Haril Boy, New Siapes, and Charinga, Sandel, New Diapes, and Gamone, Holarang, Jemo, Nehola Ban Rapnum, Kupisan, Goodilla, New Dog, no good can do kiss, Mascana Mystic Catrice, Nachtama kiss, Rapid Bloom Light, New Def Cochi, New Danyo Def, be putting a tech nopping, Dach Rap, Timan, and Doch Lek, job good food, mellow you, the hot food, and do that, Benny Jack Fat, Bala Night, Bugai, Ram, a dog, you down now, and do my desk, and now, Hana, you duck, Mumbai, you die, take a duck, rap, be dull, the King Kong, Mujala, be Hong Kong, Mangini, walk on, white boy, if you can do this, Kevin, but the best won't settle for nothing less pressure, was pipes with this mic, it ain't no pressure, show I'm sick, duh, shit, see what I'm saying, lose lips, sing shit, please go Sam, while I'm sipping scissor, serenade with sex for 6 in the street, need shit, freak, singing ski, bow tie, birthday suit, I'm a neat freak, on repeat, this we skip, I know it ain't fair how I do this here, with ease, I'm up, no lease, we don't talk police, we eat, but still starve, here the hunger in me, reconnect, you relate, I know you feel my pain, now I'm staring up rods, climbing the stairs, room full of stars, so I pull up a chair, in my dashiki, no pants on, wrap around kicks, Jordan 60s, it's still Wakanda forever, make a killing the shillings, I'm chilling in Chile, Coogie sweats, chinchillas, all my deals are in billies, acting silly, no silly, live the mountains, hillbillies, gonna feel it, Mick Millie, Eric Mo, that's my Achilles. They stand 10 toes down in 10 feet shit. They let go, so we go home, you know that's deep. I move mountains, step on seas, call tsunamis. I'm losing my head, getting stronger. I'm not Samson. Dallas, Texas in the building, stand up. Counterfeit estate, stand up. Shit is destined to be your time up. The bars fly overseas, we going up. Equipment, man. Hey, we from the Gambia, West Africa, boy. Got no options, but to go gorilla on the monkey ass. Hey boy, gis nga lii ku ko siawut da nga iñaande sa xol bi mboyo waaye xoolal soo ko siyaayee maa yow bee suba but
after that video from J.O.J. Gambian boy based in the USA. It's a dancer I show you with the entertainment show we get a publish in the building. I'm gonna play you my second video, and that video is gonna introduce my guest. So let's go with the video and then we'll be right back.
I need a place to be tonight, somewhere I can think out loud. You need to realize I'm going for a while. Why you trying to fight me? I'm just trying to make it. Why you wanna fight me? I just wanna make it. Oh, you've been coming round in circles. Don't know how much you worth, but it'll cost you worth. Living in this concrete jungle. When will you turn around to your own place at the table?
What you gonna bring to the table? Apart from talking, but that don't pay the bills now. It's just talking.
I need a place to be tonight, somewhere I can think out loud. You need to realize I'm going for a while. Why you trying to fight me? I'm just trying to make it. Why you wanna fight me? I just wanna make it.
Try to sit at the table, but you don't trust me. It's either your way It always must be. Wake up in the morning, bills I got to pay for. Every day's a struggle, nothing is going on. What you gonna bring to the table? Apart from talking. But I don't pay the bills now. It's just talking.
I need a place to be tonight, somewhere I can think out loud. You need to realize I'm going for a while. Why you trying to fight me? I'm just trying to make it. Why you wanna fight me? I just wanna make it. The demons in your mind are fighting to hold you in a place where you can find your light, running from the endless nightfall. When will you sit at the place where others cannot steal from?
What you gonna bring to the table? Apart from talking. But I don't pay the bills now. It's just talking.
I need a place to be tonight, somewhere I can think out loud. You need to realize I'm going for a while. Why you trying to fight me? I'm just trying to make it. Why you wanna fight me? I just wanna make it. Need a place to be tonight, somewhere I can think out loud. You need to realize I'm going for a while. Why you trying to fight me? I'm just trying to make it. Why you wanna fight me? I just wanna make it.
Welcome back. After that video is called Table from Gambino. He's right in the building. Without wasting more time, I'm just gonna allow him to say hi to the viewers out there. Gambino, welcome to the Dance Show for the very first time. You're live from Paradise TV.
Yes, thank you very much, DJ Fabulous, the man himself. I just want to say greetings to all the viewers, Dance Show, and the whole Gambia in entirety. Namo Nalen.
That's Gambino, a Gambian brother based in UK, also trying to lift the Gambian flag, all over. And in UK as well, he's doing music, and it's been a while now he's doing music, and he just got a brand new album called Jump. In this album we have 12 solid tracks in this album. You can watch out for this album. If you don't listen to the album, go and check out for this album, It's all in all the social media platforms. Where can somebody get this album?
The album is available everywhere on every streaming platform, anywhere, like totally from Apple, iTunes, everywhere, YouTube. It's all everywhere.
What did you need to type to get the album?
All you need to do is type in the name Gambino Akuboy, and then type in the album name Jump, and then you'll have all the tracks on it. So yeah.
Okay. Before we go deep into the album, I want us to talk about you. Like maybe there are people who are watching, they don't know who's Gambino. So briefly, give us a biography of yourself.
Gambino Akuboy is an Akuboy that grew up in Gambia, and I used to do acting during the times of Fode, I don't know if you remember this name, Fode, and Father Mose.
Are those the guys doing their comedy on GRDS?
Yes, during the time. But even prior to that, I was doing children's TV. I'm talking about during the time of the late Mam Tamsir. We were doing, rest in peace. We were doing like children's drama, children's TV. So I've been doing that since I was, I think, about 10, 11. Since then, I've always been doing drama. After that, eventually, I started writing my own scripts, produced GRTS, a drama they called Dauda Halis, which was called, really, Gambians in your day Dauda Halis, but the drama was called Salma. Because that was the most funniest part.
You wrote that?
Yeah, I wrote that.
I remember that.
Yeah, Marco Bina. And a quick fact story about that script was the Manjaka Bina script. The time I was very young, I was like I don't know, my nekon maybe like 14. My yobu ko GRTS. Abdu MK Toure looked at it. He said to me, this story is nice, but I'm going to keep this for you. When you are ready, I'll call you again. So he kept this. 2 years later, he called me and said, you remember the story you wrote? I said, yes. He said, now, I'm sure you've got a little bit more experience. So Legi Jalali, and then I want you to write the script again into a film. That's how I rewrote the whole thing, and it became Salma. So yeah, so basically, going back to who I am, my biography. So from there, I moved on and traveled outside the country. So, and that was really like during the peak that I was doing my thing here. Then I left. So when I left, I went to UK, joined the British Army, blah, blah, blah. And then after the British Army, went to school to do study. So I've just recently finished my master's. And creative writing, so write books. You know, I can write your book for you if you want. You know, I'm charging as well. so that is me, like my biography. But that doesn't, I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to talk about how I started music and how it goes. But generally, that's just that's who I am. That's my biography to date.
Okay. You started with drama, right?
Yes.
What inspired you into drama first? I want to talk about that.
Well, when I was a kid and I was doing I was in Rex nursery school. We did Commonwealth Day. That's where you used to be the president and stuff. Yeah. I think since that day, I was like, wow, so since then, this is nursery school. I've always been part of every drama team. I just loved it as a kid. And I used to like reading these books. Peter and Jane. No, I don't know if you remember those books, but they were when we were kids. So during the process, I started picking up interest. And, I think I started realizing I really wanted stories. I like writing. I used to go to the National Library, and I used to take books there every week. And then that's what inspired me actually to write, and then also made me want to perform. So I think it's been something that's been part of me. It was not like something triggered it. It's just, I just started doing drama. I loved it, and I got deeper and deeper into it. And then as a kid, I was this guy when I was going to school. I had my friends, that also were like, they were doing drama. That then basically we kind of started like, forming like a little movement here and there, and it just became part of us. That's really like what kind of, so I wouldn't say inspire, because I just think it was something that was within me. The drama was just something that I was born with, just to like, it was just a part of me.
Okay, what did you learn in that, like doing drama?
Well, the most important thing you have to realize is in life, you have to be happy. You have to be able to, when you're with people, you need to be able to project your energy in terms of if you can help people or do some certain things to uplift them. That is, I think, a very vital thing for us. So I think drama does exactly that. It helps you to be able to talk to people in a way that you can create jokes, but you're saying the truth. So in a way, it's a good way to pass a message. So definitely, that's what I would say. It's a good way to pass a message. It is very important. People will laugh, but then you're teaching them something.
Were you taken seriously when you were doing drama? Because we're talking about a few years ago. Gambians don't take drama thing like something serious.
Yes. Yes.
People think you're crazy or something.
Oh yeah. when I was doing drama, yeah, that's a different case. Because what happened was during those times, people will be like, you're going to do drama, they'll be like, or you're tough. Yeah, they were like, what are you gonna get from it? Waste of time. But I've always been the kind of person that I always do things that are weird to people.
Did you get discouraged at some point?
No. I never ever got discouraged, because what happened was in my head, for some reason, whenever people are saying don't do this, because of that, I'm the kind of person that will always do the opposite. That is why even today, my life is like this. When somebody tells me don't do something, I'm going to do it. Because I have this thing that always makes me want to do something that other people are not doing. Did I even believe that time that I was going to be like explosive and do crazy things with drama? Yes. All of my friends, if you ask them, all of them that I grew up with, they'll tell you this guy has been like this from day one.
Okay.
Always been like that.
Let's talk about the transition from drama to music.
Yeah.
Or from drama to the army, from the army to the music.
Yeah.
How did it go? From the drama to the army, then from army you started music.
Yes. So the process was drama, and then I traveled, and then army, and then music in the army, and then studies with the music as well.
And when you retired, you continued with the music.
Yes.
Somebody will be wondering, how were you doing music when you were serving the army?
Same thing again.
That was the British Army.
That is the British Army. Same thing again. It is I always do things that people would say,
How did he do this?
yes. Because what happened, I was with the British Army in a summer training camp in Kenya.
And which year was this?
2014, I think.
Around that.
Around that time. So when I went with them, we were in Kenya. You're not allowed to leave the camp. But then again, I found a way to leave the camp. You have to stay in after the training, you come rest. Me, I went out every other night.
And how do you
I'm
sneak
sorry
out?
to
How
my
do you sneak out?
commanders.
You're very stubborn. I wish your commanders were watching this.
I'm
this
sorry.
Right now, you know.
Yeah.
They might probably come for you again.
Yes.
They said, okay, you were in the army and then you were dodging and then you were going to for doing music.
Yeah. Because what happened, when I was in Kenya, we were all, so this is what happened. I found a way. Because then they said, if you get out, and there are very strict rules. And I was in Nairobi. So I'm like, because when I was in, there was another place called Nanuki. I used to sneak out. So one time, something happened and then they said to me, okay, you know what? Would you mind going to Nairobi? I'm like, hey, I want to go to Nairobi. Because I actually wanted to go to Nairobi. They sent me to Nairobi, then I found out it's even more strict. Because the camp is at the back end.
Far from the town.
Man, it's at the back end. And before you even pass to go through, you have the Kenyan army in front of ours. So we are at the back. So, you know, I had one-on-one too, talk to the locals, the Kenyans, talk to them, see where I can find loopholes. And I did, eventually.
And then you managed to sneak
I managed
out.
to sneak out. And as a result of sneaking out, that's when the music started. Because I sneaked out, I crossed over. I went to one place, they played music, like a local place, they played
So
music.
you were just strolling.
I went to this local place, I wanted to go and party.
The soldier wanted to go and party. And
I
then
wanted
he
to
sneak
party,
out. Okay.
I sneak out. I went, you know, so then there's music.
But then, did you know where you were going to party, or you were just looking around?
I don't know, I just left the camp.
You were
I know
looking-
I'm just looking for a place that is nice, and I know I needed to be back by 6 o'clock, because otherwise, problem for me.
6 a.m. or p.m.
No, a.m. in the morning. So I sneaked out. I know I need, because I had work the following day. But me, I used to go and party, come back and go to work. But so when I sneaked out, you know, I went out, sat down. I was just, you know, the place was, they were dancing. Then me, I'm sitting, chilling, and then this music was playing from Jaguar. And it's like, keep it going. So I started singing back to the song. No. Once I did that, there was a guy. His name is Chieftain. He came to me. He said to me, "Yo, brother, you sing?" I said, "Nah, man, I don't sing." I said to him, "I do drama. I'm not a singer." He said, "Nah, but you're doing something." I said, "Bro, I'm not a singer. You know, I want to enjoy my night. This guy is disturbing me a bit." But then he bought me a drink and just sat down and we started drinking. He was like,
And that was the first time you
that's
met
the first time I met him. Then I said, "Oh, this guy's cool. Okay, me too." I buy him a drink.
Okay.
And then he said to me, "My studio is 50 meters from here." And I'm thinking, 50 meters from here, and I'm thinking, this guy want to rob me? Why is it?
wanting to take me out of the studio.
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah. And I said, "I'm not an artist. What is this guy talking about?" So I said, "You know what? I'll actually go with him just to see." You know, but then, you know, I've already sneak out. Whatever will happen, will happen. So I said, "I'll follow him." And he was right. 50 meters down the line, upstairs, studio, we went up there. he just started, you know, they played the beat.
That very night.
That very night, we did. That's when I did that song, Abuga Africa. I didn't know how to write nothing. How much? You know, all I know is he said, "Yo, put a chorus on this." I'm like, "What is
chorus?"
It's chorus. He's like, "You know?" I said, he said he will repeat it. I'm like, okay. And I just go, Abuga Africa, Abuga Gambino, blah blah blah. Yeah, that was it.
And then you record the whole song that night.
Yeah, he did the verse. He did the verses. I think I did the hook, and I think I did the outro. But that's it. So then after, the following day, you know, he took my number. He sent it to me, and said to me, "Oh, this is the song."
Yeah, he sent you the song.
Yeah, I said, huh? Then I was listening to it. He said it's not mastered yet. I'm thinking, wow, this is good. I'm doing this.
Especially the first time an artist record a song, you can't believe this is me.
Yeah, I'm
just
like,
keep listening to it.
Like, hey, so I was like, yeah, you know what? All right. So when that happened, I moved. Then after that, he said to me, "We're gonna shoot a video for this." I'm like, hey, this guy wants to bring me in trouble. I cannot even go out for an hour. You're telling me about a video. A whole video will take a whole day.
And then who was gonna pay for the video?
He was gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, what do I do? Then I said, okay. Luckily, they said to us, you know, because, you know, since you came, you didn't leave, you didn't do anything. All of us will be granted 1 day to go out to do what they want to do. And then I was like, okay, I can do this. And I gave him the date. Then he said, all right, we came, we filmed it. That's how it came.
Who filmed it? Himself?
No. He got his guys to come and film it. Some of his boys, the Kenya, they got their team and stuff. Because he's an artist, so he got his guys. We filmed it. He got some girls here and there. Boom, that was it. That was the video done.
And were you asking yourself, why did this guy try to do all these things for me? A stranger?
I didn't really. To be fair, me, I'm a person, I always like to go with the flow sometimes. You know, sometimes I don't calculate. I'm very impulsive. Sometimes something happens, boom. You know? And so when he was doing this stuff, I didn't even think, because what happened was also we were chilling, because even though the video, he was taking care of it and stuff like that, but me personally, what happened was I was like, I was also sorting the drinks here and there, so it wasn't all like, you jump on my boat and I do nothing. So in a way, it was a collaborative work.
And how did you promote that song? Because then you were in the army.
Yeah, well, when the song came out, there was this show that was happening. I sent it to people. By that time, I didn't really know anything, but I sent it to Mo Black. I forgot, they had a show, but this Mo Black Aphrodisi, they had their show, Banjul Nightlife. Yes. So, I sent it to them, that time, and then they played it and stuff like that, So yeah, it was really, 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 really interesting.
And how was it like when your comrades had the song?
You don't know, I didn't because I didn't want them to hear it until, when we were flying back.
That was after the trip?
After the trip, when we were flying back. So I actually had the video in it, so I was showing it to them. They were like, hey,
where did you shoot this? When? How?
When? How? Everybody was shocked. They couldn't believe it. They said, what? Then I was like, yeah, this is me.
But how do you feel now when you listen to that song? Do you see mistakes? Do you realize there are some errors? Do you feel like I was crazy then? What did I put on this song?
Yeah, of course there is a lot of errors if I listen to the song. But
you are like, oh, I did this.
But at the time, I felt like,
it's perfect,
this
because that was the
this
first
is
one.
me, I'm the next.
And did your fellow soldiers just love the song?
They were just surprised that I actually even did it. So they were just like, what? So for them, it wasn't even a matter of whether they liked the song or didn't like the song. I think they were just, for them it was just crazy that I was able to do it.
And then you served the British Army for 8 years?
Yes.
After you resigned?
Yes.
And now you continue with the music?
Yes.
Okay, what do you do now apart from music?
Well, apart from music, I'm doing a lot of things. Okay. I'm writing, like I said, I'm trying to work on my first book. I'm trying to finish it so I could publish it. And apart from that, I'm also doing a lot of rubber here and there. You know, it's Europe, so sometimes you have to do rubber. But yeah, apart from the music, the writing, it's just normal stuff like what we do out there. Like, but there's nothing like how would I call it? I'm not doing something like this is what I'm doing 100%, because I'm juggling between things, because there also I've registered my company, and through my company I'm doing jobs for people here and there. So like, you can subcontract me to do something, someone else can subcontract me to do something. So yeah.
And where do you record your songs in UK?
In UK, I have I work with a guy, great guy, called Major Notes.
They do create the beats too?
No, the beats is created. Now hear this. The beats is created by the same guy that produced the beat for Abuga Africa.
That was the first guy you met?
That's the first guy I met, is the producer. Okay. And until today, his name is KS.
Is he the guy who made all the beats in the album?
80% of the beats. Okay. So shout out to him from Kenya. Big up. KS on the beat. This is my boy.
Okay, let's talk about the single before we come to the album. How many singles did you record before the album?
Wow.
Can you remember?
I think I'd say about release maybe 15, 16 before the album itself.
So it seems like this is your first album?
This is my debut album.
It's your first major project?
It is, yes.
Okay, let's talk about the album. When did you release the album? You have 12 tracks in this album.
Yes. The album was released on the 25th of February. So just about a month now. Yes, it's 12-track album. And it's really, it's quite surprising for me, because from somebody that knew nothing about music, to be able to produce an album and to be able to get what I'm getting out of my album at this present point in time, I didn't expect it. I'm not gonna lie, because I know I worked hard, but the impact, I didn't expect it, like how it hit so crazy.
Okay. Let's talk about the collabos. How many collabos do you have in the album?
About 5, I think.
5.
Yes.
Artists, can you mention their names?
Yes, Uncle Bims, Young Kills.
Why is Uncle Bims from? Is he Gambian?
He's Gambian, yeah, he's Gambian.
Okay, based in UK, right?
Yes, he's based in the UK.
Okay.
Young Kills, he's British.
Gambian? Okay,
No, he's British. Okay. Sugar is another Gambian. Everybody knows Sugar.
Yeah.
The lady with the golden voice, big ups. DJ Limbu.
Okay.
And Moogies. Yeah.
5 artists.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of the album, which track is your favorite?
I don't have a favorite track.
Okay.
I don't really have a favorite track, because it just depends on the day.
But to you, which of the songs are the fans talking about the most?
Well,
Feedbacks, like the feedbacks. You must have feedbacks.
yeah, I have feedbacks. People, it's different, but like I'd say Mate and I would say Mate is definitely because creative, and Wine Low.
Okay.
Now in the UK, they're really drifting with Wine Low.
Yeah. And let's talk about that song, Wine Low, because that's the song BBC have on their playlist.
Yeah, that song is
and you are also granted an interview and invited by BBC.
Yeah.
Let's talk about interview and that song.
Yeah.
That BBC put on their playlist.
Yeah. Well, Wine Low, like when I created the song, I just created a song. I didn't even know that song was
Gonna be
like I didn't. Yeah. Of all the tracks, I didn't know that people were gonna gravitate towards like Wine Low. It was just a song that I did, just ordinarily, and then eventually, even that day that I did that song, I had a headache. I went to the studio with my boy, one of my friends, Somali guy, Abdi. Once we went there, and he was like, I was like, man, I'm gonna cancel this session. He's like, oh, no, let me get you some paracetamol. He went and got me paracetamol. I relaxed for about 30 minutes. I did the song, and that was it. So that song was created just like that. And then I didn't even think much of it. I know it was part of the project, but I didn't think much of it. And eventually, my manager said, you know what, this is track we're gonna submit. I said, why are we gonna submit this track? But then because she has she works or kind of she's dealing with some of these people that kind of she sends the music to, they review it and stuff like that. So I think she got good review from Winelo. I said, Winelo? She's like, yeah. I said, well, okay, let's do it. Then, so it was her decision, actually. Me, I didn't even know, because I thought she sent another. Because I was like, let's send something. I was like, nah, we're going to send this one.
And how were you invited by BBC? How did they got the song? And how did they heard about you? And how did you feel when they called you? They said they invited you to their studio.
Yeah, we have a, you know, there's it's like a structure where you can, it's a gamble where you can send a stuff and then you can listen and say, okay, whatever. So basically, when BBC heard the track, Winelo, you know, they sent an email and said, yo, we're gonna play this track. We're gonna, you know. I was like, all right, cool. So everything was fine. They played the track. I was like, all right, cool. Then I got another email. And I was like, what's up? And they said, your track has been made track of the week. I'm like, what? What's your?
You were surprised.
I was like, what? I was like, yo, that's okay. And then next thing I know again, another email for
Interview.
would you want to interview? I was like, yeah. And that was it. So it happened. So I wasn't even thinking about it. So
Definitely, it was amazing, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And then you also released a song that was the most talked about song in the country. That was the Chukur Chakar song, Gambia. If you not heard about that song was the most talked about song. People think Gambino was mad when he dubbed the song. People are saying he's funny. And right now, we revived the song back. It's been played every day in most of these radios, and most of the DJs are having the song back. It's called Chukur Chakar. You can relate to the song if you listen to the song. Go YouTube, you type Gambino, type Chukur Chakar.
Yeah.
And then you're going to hear the song for yourself. But Gambino's going to give us a freestyle of that song. He's going to give us a freestyle of that
They
song.
said free.
Yes.
There's no style that is free.
You're going to give us something on that song. Because everybody's talking about the song. When I was coming, people called me. But Gambino, they want to play a video, but when I know the song is not a video, but Gambino most definitely will put a freestyle on that. So you just have to give us a freestyle. Come on.
But
Join the
they got
freestyle.
me to good second.
Wow. Join the freestyle.
No.
Guy, then you dig a song. Because that song, right now, look at what the song is. Like prices, you're going to, hang school fees banging. People want to hear about this. People can relate to the song.
Man don't do that. Never more. But anyway, what I can say is, declare my guy. What I can give you is this. Huh? This country is Chukur Chakar. This country is Chukur Chakar. And it is Chukur Chakar.
Gambino, okay. You
Wala
also
wala
talking
gala.
about the price. Même na sama xamone sax dama nga
Wala wala ñibi dama holal
sama xamone dama may mu delete song bi sax dama don baye mu play song waaye dama xam mu delete audio bi waaye dama don wax may mu play audio bi waaye dama ko wax mu delete ko.
holal maa dem dama holal dama wala dem si airport.
Non kenn loolu laal yaa ngi save bro. Waaye xam nga loolu nekk di wax si song bi ak Gambino.
No dégg la no am all joke aside.
That are happening. You're talking about increment in prices, how school fees, how hard things are and all. And this is exactly what's happening right now. We're approaching the Ramadan and price of basic commodities are increasing every day. How are the poor people going to live? It's going to be tough. And this is exactly what you're talking about the song.
No, gis nga all joke aside, sir. When I did that song, I actually did that song. That was a whole one take song. I didn't write it. I'm at the studio.
The freestyle, correct.
Mad. Basically, what happened after Suma, because because it's the time I saw Facebook, you get sagante. So so I went to the studio, pare Suma session. Ma boy gira. Mane, I tell you some producer. Mane, we got 20 minutes. Mane, yeah, we got 20 minutes. It's okay. What do you want to do? Mane, I just want to freestyle something. Mane, okay. Mane, alright. Mane, it's gonna be one take, so just alright. So ma duga, ma freestyle. Everything I said, I felt it was in my heart, like it just came out because I'm seeing people on Facebook, sagante. That's why I went to say Facebook sagante never pay, never, because it's true, And when I said it at the time, it was 50-50. But when you get a song, the reason obviously the song went viral, but not radio stations. I'm not gonna name anything, but radio stations. I sent it to them. Then what I got on a play.
Okay, time.
Because time of no.
Was that in 2016 or 17? 2017.
No, 16 la.
Okay, 16.
16 la.
Yeah.
How much? No, no, I think it's 17. Right? How am I bad?
It's around that 16, 17.
Yeah, around that time. So boom, song beginning. I reached out to somebody to reach out to all the DJs for me. DJs they go by not play guy because at that time they were trading hammer.
No, I think
Mu ken xamul fan nga bëgg féto waaye gis nga léegi dégg bi ñëw na dégg bi dafa cukur ca kar.
Yeah, definitely.
By force dégg bi dafa cukur ca kar. Bilaay.
But when I dropped a video for that song.
Su ma amee time I might film it before them. Su ma amul su dul loolu I'm coming back to film it.
We may come back, but we have few days to go back.
Yeah, a few days to go back. So you need I'm here for I'm not in affaire di ma nekk toppatoo. But su nekkee mun naa ko squeeze dinaa film.
Okay. That's Gambino, Gambian based in UK. You're gonna go with the second video of Gambino and then we'll be right back. Let's go with the video.
KS. Let's go. Gambino. I make you sing the song, so I make you move your feet. My baby, this dancing over done. I make you sing the song, so I make you move your feet. My baby, this dancing over done.
Me a the dance floor, me a the dance floor, me a the dance floor. Like a wine for Bangkok. Me a the club out, me a the club out, me a the club out. Like I shake for Bangkok. Kabo Santo, kata Duma, kata Santo, Kabo Santo, kata Duma, kata Santo, Kabo Santo, kata Duma, kata Santo, Kabo Santo, kata Duma, kata Santo.
Bouncing up and down, oh yeah, up and down. Checking that way, see you. She said you wanna take me home, take me away where you carry me go. Waist like a swing or elastic band. Live for the brand or you live for the style. Boku things, you want boku things. Bracketata, oh yeah, bracketata. Kele, oh yeah, kele. Zengele wa, oh yeah, zengele wa. In them hard boy, life is good. Bracketata, oh yeah, bracketata. Kele, oh yeah, kele. Yeah, zengele wa, oh yeah, zengele wa. In them hard boy, life is good.
Me a the dance floor, me a the dance floor, me a the dance floor. Like a wine for Bangkok. Me a the club out, me a the club out, me a the club out. Like I shake for Bangkok. Kabo Santo, kata Duma, kata Santo, Kabo Santo, kata Duma, kata Santo, Kabo Santo, kata Duma, kata Santo, Kabo Santo, kata Duma, kata Santo. Ndoke kaminir manyar akati nanta na kolo pisit pasar ngabori ngata ken katimil tamal ndoke dibaka komo dimil damal swat so tay nuka tipil chapar hanye ba se poso dimil damal real bad gal ka drum ne ko tanda real bad man ka drive ko homa ka kenya nin make real nigga wonder it's winter time when I'm hot like summer. Me a the dance floor, me a the dance floor, me a the dance floor. Like a wine for Bangkok. Me a the club out, me a the club out, me a the club out. Like I shake for Bangkok. Kabo Santo, kata Duma, kata Santo, Kabo Santo, kata Duma, kata Santo, Kabo Santo, kata Duma, kata Santo, Kabo Santo, kata Duma, kata Santo.
Dance till you overload, giving me overdose. Bottom pass on my roads. Everybody like a boss. Dance till you overload, giving me overdose. Bottom pass on my roads. Everybody like a boss. Nagata when na baby na baby. Gambian baby, my baby my baby. Nagata when na baby my baby. Gambian baby, my baby my baby. Bracketata, oh yeah, bracketata. Kukele, oh yeah, kekele. Zengele wa, oh yeah, zengele wa. Hit them hard, boy, life is good. Bracketata, oh yeah, bracketata. Kukele, oh yeah, kekele. Oh yeah, zengele wa, oh yeah, zengele wa. Hit them hard, boy, life is good.
Welcome back after the video. That's Gambino featuring ST on that track, you know. Gambino, what's the title of that song?
Dance floor.
Dance Floor.
Yeah.
When did you guys release the video?
2017.
Okay. Tell us about the collabo.
Yeah, the collabo is it's like somebody working with when you work, because before I started doing this whole music, ST is my guy, you know, so it's more like I am the fan doing a song. with the star.
Okay.
You know, because I'm ST's fan. You know, I'm still his fan, 100%. So for me, it was like, you know, but ST is so cool. I'm gonna reach out to mom. I'm like, boy, you know, I'm doing this now, and I want us to work on this project. He was like, oh yeah, man. He did, you know, you you know, and that was it. Beats came through.
And who shot the video?
The video was shot by David Nicholson, the best videographer I'd say in the whole of Africa, really.
Okay. I have to play another video from Gambino. That's the second video I played. I'm gonna play you the third video. One of the most talked about song right now. The most talked about song right now. Mate. This video I'm about to play is part of the album. The album is called Jump. We have 12 solid tracks in this album. The first video I played from Gambino is Stable. That song also is part of the album, Jump. And this song I'm about to play right now is most talked about. These are playing these songs. I have been distributing these songs to most of the radio stations right now. It's all over. And people have been texting me all over. Fabulous, send me the Mate song, send me the Mate song. So kula deb dara de wako Mate. Anga, yow la neex nga def ko Mate, man ta Mate, ma file ko no. Gambino naka la ñu ñew tay.
Ñew tay, yeah, tay.
Okay. I'm going to play that video. After the video, we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Gambino, Major Nuts. Let's go.
I am different. Oh yes, I am different. I'm moving different. Oh yes, moving different. I am different. Oh yes, I am different. I'm moving different. Oh yes, moving different. Mate, I do what I want. Mate, I say what I want. Mate, I do what I want. Mate, I say what I want. Mate, live your life danka danka, take it slowly. Live your life danka danka, no rush, no rush. Live your life danka danka, take it slowly. Live your life danka danka, don't rush, no rush. Aduna de mungini, nit kuneka sa WhatsApp. Pray hard, pray hard. Aduna de mungini, nit kuneka sa WhatsApp. Pray hard, pray hard. Mate, I do what I want. Mate, I say what I want. Mate, I do what I want. Mate, I say what I want. Mate, live your life danka danka, take it slowly. Live your life danka danka, no rush, no rush. Live your life danka danka, take it slowly. Live your life danka danka, don't rush, no rush. Live your life danka danka. Don't rush, no rush. Don't rush, no rush. Mate, I do what I want. Mate, I say what I want. Mate, I do what I want. Mate, I say what I want. Mate, live your life danka danka, take it slowly. Live your life danka danka, no rush, no rush. Live your life danka danka, take it slowly. Live your life danka danka, don't rush, no rush. I am different. Oh yes, I am different. I'm moving different. Oh yes, moving different. I am different. Oh yes, I am different. I'm moving different. Oh yes, moving different.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Mate, I do what I want. Oh yes.
Welcome back after that video, you know, very funny video. Very interesting. That's the Mate video, it's the Mate song. And you can watch it on YouTube as well, you know. And shouts to all those people who are sending me messages on my WhatsApp and on my line. Shouts going to you, Sayna Rasul, Welingara, big up yourself, good to know you're watching. Sophie Bling, Bako, big up yourself, but Samba shouts go to you. Robert Lamin Mane, shouts going to you. Gambino, let's talk about Gambian music in general. How did you see Gambian music now?
Wow, I think it is skyrocketed nicely because now I hear it being played everywhere, and the quality, everything is just, man. I think I'd say they're really on point, like right now, you know. So big up to, like, the Gambian artists that are doing their thing right now, you know. It's really, it's refreshing to see how far they've come, you know. It's very nice, you know. Big up to, you know, definitely big up to them. They've tried.
Gambino, but what genre of music do you think we should call our own? Like, people are saying Ndaga belongs to Gambia then, but now we cannot say Ndaga belongs to us because the Senegalese came over and they take it, they worked on it, and now all the Ndaga stars are from Senegal. Like, let's say, when you hear reggae, you know, this is Jamaican music. When you hear hip-hop R&B, your mind goes to America. When you hear Afrobeat, your mind goes to Ghana or Nigeria. So what do you think should the Gambian people develop and say, okay, well, anywhere you hear this instrumental, even without an artist singing on it, you know, yes, this is Gambian.
I think the sound of the Gambia is the I think it's the Afro-Manding sound. Wow, that's what I think. But generally, these days things have changed so much. I think if you do good music, you just do good music. Yeah. I really don't know too much to answer that question 100% to say Nilenkora today or Nilenkora today. But from the surface, I know you know Afro-Manding Monica sound in Gambia. And then obviously our instruments will determine this is our sound. However, music is universal, and when you do good music, you just do music. I know what you're saying, like, you know, South Africa, you got out with house, Senegal, they good in Daga, Ghana, Nigeria, you get Afrobeat here and there. But I think generally, Gambia, like even Gambia, if you park you get Afrobeat background. So it's just a matter of, I think it's a matter of pushing it beyond now, because first of all, also I know people always say like, maybe you should pass the stage, but I think first of all what you do, you establish yourself, you sit down, you conquer where you are, and then after the push go.
Gambino, we have lots to talk about. Anytime I look at you, I have thousand questions coming to my mind. Okay, I want to to talk about this. What's your take on Gambian artists launching mega albums, mega projects, and not doing it on live band? Instead they do playback? And most of the people have started complaining about this because most people come and say, Fabulous, we don't understand what's happening. Why are artists launching mega albums at bigger venues and they are doing playback?
Well, again, I don't know too much to answer to, but I would say this. Obviously it's important because it's a vital part of it, especially if you're an artist. Especially if you're going to all these festivals that you know they'll expect you to play live, you know. So it is important. I think what it needs more, maybe sensitization. New work guy, what needs to be done and how important that is, especially if you're aiming to play outside the Gambia. But notwithstanding, world is going so crazy digital as well. So even sometimes, even on the bigger shows, the big artists themselves, depends on can more organized. Because if it's an album launching, it's an album that is different. But I see most of these festivals these times as well, sometimes most of them they will do semi-live here and there. So I think doing what Monica, the most important thing is the drawing board should involve these basics. Because there are some artists already, if you want to drag them back and say you're going to do this, let's do it, then they will not do it anyway. We're just going to fool ourselves. They'll be like, yeah, whatever. If you're making your money, and how you're making your money and they tell you money, go this way, and then they will not listen to you. But all you can do is the people that are coming up, the younger ones, those are the people that you can talk to. Because I think the other generation that already started this, and they, it's always like that. When born Africans, they did their thing. So it's always gonna get better. I think the unique because if people like you that have some, you have your influences, you're putting you're talking about these things because it's important. Eventually, the younger ones will pick it up. The ones that are already doing their thing, they're already doing their thing.
Sounds good to you, but Samba, right there in Bruford watching the show. He's a big fan of the Chukur Chakara and the Mate. He's like, boy, send me Chukur Chakara, boy. I'm going to get Chukur Chakara, boy. Black Samba, he wanted Chukur Chakara. This name going. Why the Mabanya different freestyle?
But sorry for going to page, man.
Why video if I again a leggy, you only get the video. Man, Marco pussy corner, we get a video, you know, because that video have to come out, you know, because anybody who listens to that song can relate to the song. We have almost come to the end of the show, Gambino. I wish we can continue because I still have loads of questions. You know
I know.
But what should the Gambian people expect from Gambino?
Well, I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna be more involved in the scene, as in my music. You're gonna hear more of it, see Gambia, and I'll get involved more. That will help, you know, push. So, because most time, like for example, Chuku Chaka Bungene, even though song with a viral, can't have them away. They don't know. They just so everywhere you touch. So you know, people listen to it. I hear on the radios here. Can't have my way. So I think that also has to do with me, you know, pushing the same amount of weight that I'm pushing out there, doing it here as well. That guy Hamne, this is Gambino. So I'm gonna reinforce and make things happen. Get my music more to the people to get it.
And finally, about your promotion, how are you planning to promote the music, your albums, your videos after Ramadan and all that?
Yeah, I think this is a start, you know, talking to people like you and others that, you know, are helping push the Gambian music, and I guess a couple of interviews here and there, you know, but apart from that as well, link with the DJs, you know, the Gambian DJs, because I know I'm not going to be here all the time, but, you know, once I get the music to them and stuff like that, they can help me, you know, play, and then, you know, we just work together basically.
Okay. Wait, but I'm going to do me freestyle, Mate.
Hey.
Anything.
Okay, Mate.
Wow.
So,
I just want to...
dama la laajte dara fii dama ne sa show musuma gis ku fi ñëw def fi freestyle.
laajte suma gars yëpp ku ñëw fi nga freestyle.
dégg la
fii waaw. waaw.
dégg la
waaw. tuuti rek benn line rek.
ok. Benn line mu ne benn line ok. Mate, I do what I want. Mate, I say what I want. Mate.
That's Mr. Chukur Chaka. That's Gambino, you know what I mean? Gambian artist based in UK, and you can watch out for the album. It's called Jump. It is 12 solid tracks in the album. If you haven't listened to that album, go check it online. You know? If you're a DJ, you haven't get the album yet, you can just look me up and I'll make sure you get the album. You want to say something?
Yeah. I want to say this. This country is Chukur Chakar. This country is Chukur Chakar.
Okay. Time flies when you're having a good time. You have come to the end of this amazing show. Dansaya, that comes over every Saturday on Paradise TV from 10 to 11 p.m. I'm your host, DJ The Fabulous, for Fabulous Entertainment. Big respect to each and everyone. Shout out to my cameraman, Selvi Jallo, big yourself. The guy, the control room, Maimuna, Black Shine, thank you so much and appreciate the job. We'll be right out of the studios, but I'll be right back next week, the same station, the same time. Till then, I'm out. Bye-bye.